out of Electrum? We can. Let's make an Electrum craft just to see what it's worth. It's not really what the overall goal is, but you know, may as well have it. Just to see if Electrum is worth anything good. And yeah, feels bad, man, indeed. God. Oh yeah, I need to go back and check how these guys are doing. So they've dug this all out, and this is all designated for smoothing, so that'll get taken care of once our dwarves have some free time. That means our miners are actually now free to do the rest of what we need them to do. So let's have them dig out the rest of these suites, because I actually set up a bunch of multi-room suites for the noble dwarves. The fancier dwarves can have a bit more of of some living quarters. So let them dig out that first, and then once they finish those, we'll have them start digging out our tomb. Yeah. Let's see, what is everyone up to? They're moving things to stockpiles. Yeah, that makes sense, because we have lots of rocks for them to store, and we don't have many wheelbarrows for them to use. Let's actually go ahead and start designing where our tomb is going to be. I don't think it's going to be on this floor. I don't think it's going to be on this floor, which means I think we should bring it down from here, maybe. And make it off this side so it's kind of separated. Yeah, I think that seems kind of cool. So we'll make a double entrance. So let's go ahead and pause the game to marker this all out. I think we'll have a double entrance like this. The game is still in alpha, technically, but I will say it has been in alpha for the last 10 years. So I only found out about it, like 3 weeks ago. But technically the first alpha build was back in 2005. And the latest build was from December 10th, I believe. So it has been worked on for 10 years and is still actively being worked on and is considered definitely still alpha. So it's the reason for that is it's this one guy working on it. If you go to the site, Bay12 Games, it's actually pretty interesting. He's definitely been doing a lot of stuff for it. And it definitely is this guy's passion, but man, he's definitely got himself in for a lot of work. He did not take on the easy first task. All right, let's go ahead and get upstairs right below those. And just have this be the tomb. Yeah, we'll put statues in here. We'll put some nice big pillars in here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, good. It's good and symmetrical. I think it's not actually his job is why he doesn't have a team hired, and I think he also likes doing it himself. I think it's technically him and also his brother helps with it sometimes. You'll have to look at the website to get the specifics. But yeah, from what I could tell, it was it's just like a thing he does in his spare time. So it's not like something he wants to dedicate a team to. It's totally free to download, it's not like something you have to buy. It's just a creative project he liked back in the day and put a bunch of time into and has just been kind of keeping going all this time. I wonder if it ended up getting monetized in any way, if you would be able to hire a team. But I think that's just not been on his radar, mostly. I guess you'd have to ask him to know for sure, though. Let's see. So let's make this... I think this is a good place for this hall to be overall. Yeah, we can just make the tombs extend way back, and then we can even wrap them around the volcano and have them come down a layer and wrap them back. And that could just be the descending tombs of our fortress. That could be pretty cool. So let's just mark a little bit more of this. Oops. You think he might finally monetize it 10 years later, yeah. But I mean, it's still completely free. If you want to get into it, you can go download it right now and start playing. All you have to do is look up the Paradoxus Errant Dwarf Fortress Starter Pack and probably look up some tutorials on how to install the damn game online. And then, yeah, you can get started. But yeah, it's pretty big for a free game at this point. Considering how much work he's put into it and how good it really is at this point, I could definitely personally completely viably consider paying $50 and $20 for this game and would not consider it at all. Maybe even more than that, considering how many hours I've put into it so far. This game's it's it's well done for what it is. Even though you need lots of mods to make it run this nicely, like it's still really cool, and there's a lot of work that's been put into it. All right, let's also designate off the first. Let's put the tombs off to the actual individual tombs. So we'll do one right there. This will be a nice big one for someone special. And then off to this side, we can do a smaller one. Hire the modders. I mean, honestly, the modding community is so dedicated, he probably could, and they would probably all be very happy to. And I bet he is, to some extent, in contact with a lot of the modders. Because pretty much every time he brings out a new version, all the modders jump in, they immediately get the mods updated to the latest version, get everything looking great. I mean, even the way that the game runs the way it does, like the way that I'm able to just click on things and be able to look at them, the way that I'm able to click on workshops and start to do them instead of having to use all the different hotkeys, is that just the starter pack that I use, this thing, comes with DF hack installed. Like it just, so I immediately have workflow going, and I immediately have these performance tweaks happening. And they, as well as some other behind the scenes DF hack stuff that just makes the game a lot more accessible. So hiring the modders, actually probably a good call in this specific case. Not a bad business decision there. We want by 6. So this will be a nice big tomb for someone. That means we'll probably put a smaller tomb next to it. Oh, this one will be kind of more like this. Then we can put statues on either side, and then a coffin right there. You know, coffins are 1 square. So the way I have it now, I could always do a coffin and a statue. And that would be kind of nice, but I don't know if that's quite nice enough. I don't know, it's not going to be symmetrical. That's going to probably bother me. So I think I have to refactor this whole thing to start making it symmetrical. To make it so I can put off single doors off of it or triple doors without it looking weird. Because as it stands right now, if I put a single off of a double, it won't be symmetrical. And if I put a triple off of a double, that won't look good either. And if I put like a smaller room. I also kind of actually like the idea of making the things. So actually, no, you know what? Never mind. Bam. This will be the standard for tomb size. Just a nice 3x3. And all of the standard tombs will come off of the bigger tombs. Reboot time? The coffin slab statue? Oh, I haven't actually made slabs yet. All right, come back quickly. But Nysander, what are the slabs and what makes them good to put in there? And can you make statues of specific dwarves? Because that would make it a lot nicer too. As you can see up in the title, I've been playing the game for 3 weeks now. You know, this is my 4th fortress ever. I'm not extensively knowledgeable in the game. But yeah. They usually write a short story about the dead. Oh, cool. On the slab. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you for telling me that. Dang. I wouldn't have even known to be ready for that. Statues are random, but it can happen. That would be cool. To end up getting someone the statue of themselves in their tomb. I bet that would probably make them pretty happy too. Let's just do a nice another standard little one right off there. And let's actually push this back. It would have to be 2 more to get this to look. No, okay, that's gonna be fine. So we can push this back to there. We can get another little thing off this way. We can get a very small tomb right there. Okay. Just a tomb and a statue. Okay. I like this. I've been wanting, my fortress is so neat in most of the places so far. So on the slab you get this dwarf, dwarf X died on Y, united with what they, oh, cool. Very cool. That's very nice. Awesome. I will have to make slabs. I actually, I don't know if you were here a second ago, but I am going to have someone dying very soon because I didn't get Izum the iron bars he needed for his strange mood. So he's now stricken by melancholy and will be dying within, like, by the end of the day. So that'll be interesting to deal with. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why I'm putting the tomb creation on the fast track. Gotta stay hydrated. Put that right there. All right. So let's see then. I like this so far. Finally getting something messy, because I actually did, the other day, I reclaimed a fortress, actually, just to see what the game generates for the Dwarves fortresses. And there were so many cool, intricate, like, intertwining passages. And I came back and I looked at mine, and mine is so neat and orderly. And I realized that that is not very dwarvish of me at all. I have not been a good dwarf. I have been much too organized to be a good dwarf. So let's make the tomb a nice, good, big mess. So you craft slabs in a mason and then engrave them at a craftswork. Very cool. Okay, good to know. So here I'll put a coffin, a slab, a statue, a statue. And these ones, the base thing, I'll put a coffin, a slab above it, and then a statue, a statue. And then this one will just be coffin, statue, slab. Okay, cool. That works out. All right, let's go ahead and add another one off this way, and then also let's change all this to marker for now, because we don't want that done just yet, because that's a bit too much for them to dig. This one should be another nice big one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it's 9, or it's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I got a perfect 8 by 8. This one we can make nice and big. This will be our first mayor. Will go here. This could be his tomb. Whoever ends up being elected mayor first. I think we're at we're at 48 dwarves. Our last migration wave got us so close to having a mayor elected, but we just missed out. All right. So let's go ahead and let him get to work. Let's actually also, I've got these guys making tables and I've got these guys making doors. And I actually have a number of coffins done, but let's just make some more coffins. And let's go ahead and start making slabs too. Alt-S, interesting. So we've got 2 slabs coming there. Let's add 1 extra slab here, and let's do some statues here as well. You. Okay. So that way we could furnish that stuff down there once we get it done. Now the next order of business, while these guys dig out this, is that we have to choose a place for our main dining hall. That's something we haven't done yet either. Now, probably the place to put that will be off this side, and then actually attach it to the dormitories. Yeah, that might be nice. That might be really nice to pull it off this way and have it instead of 1 extra room. Oh, this is the edge of my map though, so I'm not going to bring this further over this way ever. So actually, we can just... Where do I want this? Let's think. Do I want it on this floor or on this floor too is another question. I think I want it on this floor. And let's have it accessible both through the dormitories and through the Great Hall. I haven't even ever made a tavern before. So you'll have to tell me how taverns work as well. It's not something I'm actually familiar with. Someone in chat yesterday actually mentioned that I should probably make a tavern, but I haven't looked it up on the wiki yet because I don't really want to look up too many things on the wiki. But I haven't. Yeah, I don't even know what taverns are or how necessary they are. So let's go ahead and designate. I guess like this could be a tavern instead of just a dining hall. I don't really know what the difference is or what the uses of each are. Let's go like that. Let's go. Like this, and have downstairs here and here, with upstairs here and here. Nope, put that in the wrong place. Okay, so that's done as it needs to be done, and then we can... You start with dining hall, and then there's an additional option to make it a tavern. Okay. And what